And now Nazim bhai, as we discussed just earlier on, I think certain problems that we have in Bradford. Let's look at Bradford as an area to focus upon. If you look at parents and children, I want to touch upon a certain topic, which was the fireworks topic. You remember we were discussing earlier on, and children, you see young teenagers throwing fireworks around, and a real nuisance. You look at antisocial behavior, especially in October. I want to touch upon this because a lot of individuals blame these children for doing certain things. But could you blame the children if they were not able to get these fireworks? Because remember, these fireworks are not sold to anyone under the age of 18.
Absolutely, and big problem we have is where the shops, they're selling these, knowingly selling fireworks to underage children
Oh, no, no.
just for profit.
Yeah.
It's all about making money.
It is, yeah.
And they're selling it. What they don't realize, these children, especially social media, they're daring each other. So they're trying to outdo each other in terms of stupidity and dangerous acts.
Yes.
Whereas holding it, there's a video on Greyton Road, someone holding the fireworks, walking around. Now that could have blown up his hands.
Yeah.
And there's been many cases we've read over the years where they've lost limbs.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? I remember growing up in Manningham, just off Oak Lane where I live.
Yeah.
And I remember once someone put a firework through the letterbox. My mum went towards the letterbox. Luckily, it didn't get, it went around the room.
Allahu Akbar.
And then I went running out. My older brother went running out. That could have caused serious injury.
A lot of injury.
And they think it's a joke. It isn't a joke. When you lose a limb, you will have mobility issues for the rest of your life, and you will have regret.
And it's just for just a kind of a high, just out of the blue, just trying to get some kind of feeling that you are above another person in social media. That's what they do. But more to the point, what I want to discuss is parents, as the fact that these are the individuals who will shape the life of their children and the next generations to come. If the parents do not give their children certain devices, for example, like we're talking about the fireworks, or if adults do not give children these kind of fire, it will never happen.
And I think what's important is the parents have the discussion with the children.
Yes.
Now, not to rely on the school. School is important, and parents, they both have a role.
Yes.
But the most important role is the parents, because the children should be spending most of their times with their families.
Yes.
Outside school. So school shouldn't be what I call firefighting. Damages done at home, they have to do the best they can in school.
Yes.
Now, I worked in school for 12 years. I've covered half a dozen schools, secondary schools. So I've seen it, from the other side, and I also come from Manningham. I've also seen it. It's important they sit them down, say, put 30, this is the situation, this is why we don't have it. And I think another way around it is, if children want to see fireworks, we all wanted to, like sparklers and the rest of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to when I was a child, because you're fascinated by what you see,
the lights,
the lights and everything. Now is the whole family gets together and say, okay, we'll buy the fireworks, we'll have a display in the back garden or on the field, but just for our family.
Yeah.
And then you can see it. So you're having a safe environment that's led by the adults.
Yes.
That's what we need to have, rather than leaving the children in the devices. It's rather you supervise it. They can have their little bit of fun, but you keep it in a safe environment.
Yes.
And it's controlled.
I think that's better, because I think moving away from it entirely is very tough at the moment. I think when you look at innovations, you have to look at innovation in a way that is going to help improve your lifestyle or the individual lifestyle or your community together. And I think this is the best way to stop people from getting involved in situations alone, or maybe going out and saying, I'm going out with my mates, and next minute you see someone just at the bottom of my street.
And other is, for example, there's public displays.
Yes.
I know in Heaton Village they sometimes have a the local church, or they'll have it on a field, or it's led by the council.
Yeah.
So you're taking your children there where it's organised, or it's at Peel Park. Now in recent past, where you take your children that they can have a look at it.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is to explain to them, get involved. There are those cases, but there's also cases which we also have to acknowledge is where children are disobedient. Parents can tell their children, but their children are, who are you? If you do something, I'm going to call the police.
Yeah.
So they're using that angle where they are also disobedient. So we all have to look at, but it's on a case-by-case basis.
Yes.
And, it's not like one homogeneous concept where all situations are the same, because government allowed the different
Yes, everyone's also different.
You know, so we have to factor that in.
I think that's really important. When we look at parents, we look at parents who allow their children to be anything up to the age of 5, 6 years old. You know, have good time, so and so. I teach in a masjid myself, so you know, I see parents bringing children to the masjid at 5 years old, and they're saying, "Oh, you teach them how to read the Quran, how to read the Qaida, and everything." But I've got other parents who bring children in, who from the age of 0 to up to 5 have been reading the kalmas to the kids, have been reading the Quran to them, have been teaching them manners, and that is what shapes a child. If you are letting a child do anything for 5 years, that starting point for a child is everything. It will shape the child's lifestyle.
Absolutely, because the Prophet ﷺ have taught us and told us that young age children like a sponge.
Gee.
They listen, teach them good characteristics, teach them good manners. Not when they're past 10 or 12, when they got their own mindset. As I always said, the damage is done. You can't rein it back. From that young age, you spend time with them.
Gee.
You know, speak to them. Say, I work with parents. I sometimes call parents and find out they don't know what year the child is in. They don't know what the grades they got. They don't even attend parents' evening.
Gee.
How bad is that? What kind of image are you giving to your children? How you care? Sometimes I get kids, you know, I do one-to-one careers guidance, and they open up to me, and they say, look, mum, dad don't really open up, or dad's working in a mill, or he's going taxis, no one spends time. Yeah, mum's watching a Bollywood movie, no one spent time with me, so how am I supposed to learn? And when I do something wrong, they shout at me, but when I do something good,
don't get any praise.
I don't get no praise. They say, so what they said, they have defeated us. What's the point? I give up anyway. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yeah.
We don't want them to have that mindset.
We need to understand that children, as it is, very important to shape their lives. I think one of the most important